The well-known rapper, Boosie Badazz, has recently been accused of a gun crime and charged in San Diego federal court. The charges have shaken the music industry, as Boosie has a significant following and is regarded as one of the most talented rappers of his generation. The details of the case remain unclear, but it is certain that the legal proceedings will have serious implications for Boosie's career and reputation. The hip-hop community is abuzz with speculation and concern, wondering what the future holds for one of their most beloved artists. On the 6th of May, an artist from Louisiana found himself in the midst of legal troubles when he was arrested and charged with a gun-related offense. However, a recent development in his case saw the charge being dismissed on a Wednesday. Boosie Badazz, a rapper hailing from the southern region of the United States, has been a fixture in the music industry for a considerable amount of time. Unfortunately, his recent visit to San Diego, where he was scheduled to perform, resulted in his arrest on suspicion of gun-related offenses. In light of this, Boosie Badazz appeared in federal court on Thursday, where he was charged with the possession of a firearm as a convicted felon. During his initial appearance in U.S. District Court, Torrance Ivy Hatch, who was formerly known by the stage names of Boosie and Lil Boosie, refrained from entering a plea. Hatch, aged 40, stood before the court with a demeanor that was difficult to read, offering no indication of his thoughts or feelings on the matter. His silence, coupled with his history as a performer, left many wondering what the future held for the once renowned artist. Hatch, also known as Torrance, has previously experienced periods of confinement in both jail and prison. In addition, he has had to contend with legal challenges in his native Louisiana. As per authorities, these past convictions have rendered him ineligible to own firearms. Hatch, the rapper, was taken into custody by San Diego police officers on May 6th in the Chollas View neighborhood while he was driving. According to sources, Hatch was present in San Diego to record a music video, and his itinerary included a live performance at a venue located in the Gaslamp Quarter. At the moment of occurrence, law enforcement officials reported that in the vehicle they discovered not one, but two firearms that had been loaded to capacity. Both the driver and his passenger were taken into custody and charged with multiple violations pertaining to the possession of these weapons and their associated ammunition. The day of his detainment, he made bail and proceeded to fulfill his scheduled performance at Phantom Lounge and nightclub. During the course of this evening, he incited the audience to participate in a chorus of "San Diego Police Can, Expletive Off," as documented in footage of the event. Initially, Hatch stood accused in the San Diego Superior Court of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. However, the prosecution from the San Diego County District Attorney's Office dismissed the charge as of Wednesday. Hatch's defense attorney, Damon Alimori, reported that federal investigators were present outside the courtroom on Wednesday and subsequently apprehended Hatch under a federal charge. On Thursday, Assistant U.S. Attorney Sandor Callahan presented his argument for remaining in federal custody until his scheduled detention hearing on Tuesday morning. U.S. Magistrate Judge David Leshner ultimately granted Callahan's motion, thereby ensuring that he will remain detained until at least Tuesday. Megan Blanco, the defense attorney, contended that the release of Hatch was a justifiable course of action. The basis for her argument was that Hatch had already appeared in court on Wednesday for the state case. Blanco also informed Leshner that the state judge had intended to sentence Hatch to probation before the case was ultimately dismissed. In her argument, she insisted that the prosecutors at the federal level ought to have been ready to conduct a hearing for detention on Thursday, given that they had weeks to confer with investigators and counterparts from the district attorney's office. She pointed out that detaining Hatch over the weekend would result in him forfeiting performances scheduled for both Saturday and Sunday, for which he has already received payment. Callahan contended that there were supplementary concerns that had emerged, necessitating a greater duration for federal prosecutors to fully equip themselves for the discourse on Hatch's continued detainment. On Thursday, the criminal complaint and accompanying court documents were unfortunately not yet obtainable for public access. Hatch's foray into the world of music can be traced back to the 1990s, where he began his journey towards success. Over the years, he has lent his musical prowess to the creation of more than 12 solo albums, each one a testament to his skill and creativity. His collaborations with other talented artists, including the likes of T.I. and Rick Ross, have resulted in many a masterpiece that has stood the test of time. As per reports, Hatch has been found guilty of a number of drug-related offences in the state of Louisiana. Interestingly, the year 2012 saw him being released from the clutches of the law, thanks to a jury in Baton Rouge who acquitted him of a supposed murder-for-hire plot that involved the tragic demise of one Terry Boyd back in 2009. Such information has been reported by The Advocate, a prominent newspaper in the region of Baton Rouge. Michael Louding, the alleged perpetrator of the heinous murder, was convicted of the most severe charge of first-degree murder and was handed a life sentence in prison. Meanwhile, Adrian Pittman, who was accused of serving as the getaway driver, admitted to the crime of manslaughter and received a 20-year sentence behind bars. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.